So you want to be a tattoo apprentice. Good fucking luck.
Getting money ain't no to me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. Thank you so much for tuning into my new video today of things you should know before becoming a tattoo apprentice. So I would just like to preface, this is my personal opinion. I thought a lot, I'm a bit hyper. So this is my personal opinion on what I think every tattoo apprentice should know before getting an apprenticeship. I personally wish I knew these things before I started. So if you're interested, I would love to tell you everything that I think you should know beforehand, a little bit of an insight into the industry and how to basically prep for getting a tattoo apprenticeship as well. Anyway, without further ado, let's just hop straight into the video. Okay, so my first point is that it is a lot more hard work than it seems. So I personally didn't realize how much hard work was going to go into actually being an apprentice. So you are constantly drawing. So for 9 hours a day, you are drawing at the tattoo shop, and when you go home, they also expect you to basically give your soul to Satan, aka the tattoo industry, and just draw. All your spare time you'll be drawing. Make sure you don't have a social life anymore, because all you are going to be doing at the tattoo shop is drawing. All you're going to be doing when you're not at the tattoo shop is drawing. They really do push you in this aspect. I didn't realize just how intense and like how much they were going to push you and how much I really did need to be drawing, way more than I already was. 1-2 hours wouldn't cut it. You need to be drawing the whole entire night when you get home. So that's just something to keep in mind, because I was going to the gym, I had a casual job, I had friends, and basically you can't do any of those things when you're a tattoo apprentice because you have no time. You have to be drawing all the time. That's what the expectation is of you. So I really wish I did know that before getting an apprenticeship, so I kind of knew a little bit more of what I was in for. Like, I didn't realize just to the extent. So that is a big point. Make sure you don't have a social life, because you're not going to once you become a tattoo apprentice. One tip that a lot of people actually quit because of is you will be a broke motherfucker. I couldn't even afford a Red Bull some days. I couldn't even afford a fucking Red Bull. I was living with my auntie for free, and I had a casual job as well. Yes, I had like my phone bill and stuff like that to pay for. I was working like 2 to 3 days a week there, and the rest at the tattoo shop. So I did get like an okay amount of money, like enough to survive, especially since I was living rent free. But you will be broke. The money that you do have, you're gonna need to save anyway for equipment, which costs over $1,000. So once you actually do start tattooing, you need that backup money for your tray, for your machine, for your power cord, for your supplies, for your ink, for your needles, everything. You're gonna need so much money just as a basic startup for when you do start tattooing. So the money that you do have is going to have to go into savings anyway. There was a lot of days that I could not even afford like a pack of lollies or like lunch, or I literally lived off 2-minute noodles for a long time. 2-minute noodles and cauliflower, cheesy cauliflower, and that is all that I lived off. That is all that I could afford. So just really keep that in mind. I would personally recommend, if you are going to become a tattoo apprentice, make sure your finances are really okay. Honestly, like, even get a sugar daddy. Honestly, like, if that's something you're into, literally get a sugar daddy. Like, my cat is scratching at the door, so I just have to let him in. Sorry about that. So yeah, I worked with someone, and he was gay, and he had like all these sugar daddies, and that's how he was like financing his life when he was an apprentice. So go fucking crazy, boo thing. Have a side hustle, have something, start an OnlyFans, start something, or have some sort of like side income that you don't have to put so much energy into, as opposed to like a casual job you physically have to be there, you know what I mean? Oh my god, all my cats are wanting to come. Oh. So yeah, I would definitely suggest getting your finances in check before you do go for an apprenticeship. Make sure you have some savings. Make sure you have at least like 6 months worth of money in savings to live off. So they do expect you usually full-time at the shop for free. So just keep that in mind, that you definitely should have that backup savings so you can live while you are a tattoo apprentice. Okay, my next tip is, you think you're a good drawer? Think the fuck again, because you are going to be pushed off any type of pedestal. Not even pedestal, even just like, if you thought you were a good drawer, you are literally going to question if you can draw a stick figure at this point. They are going to just bring you down. Not even bring you down, they're going to give you constructive criticism. Don't expect anything positive, because I think I received 1 positive comment the whole time I worked there about one design. Just as an example, I drew a rose. This was my first realistic rose that I drew, and apparently it was shit. They said nothing good about it. Leave in the comments what you think about it below. I don't think it's amazing, but I'm not a realism drawer, so for me to have drawn a realistic rose that well to my capability like that was pretty impressive to me, and it was my first time ever doing it. But they had nothing good to say. All they said was, ask blah 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 what you can improve, and that's it. So I did it. She said, absolutely nothing. I don't think there's anything you can improve. Maybe try this, try that. And then I did it twice and they're like, ask again how to improve, ask again how to improve. How about just say what I did good for once? So you are a good drawer. I'm proud of you. I know you can do this. Believe in yourself. Don't let anyone's opinion or criticism bring you down. Listen to it, improve on it, but you are not a bad drawer. I want to tell you that now. You are not. Trust me. So yeah, that was really hard for me to kind of take on because my whole life I've just had so many positive things people have told me about my art, and everyone has loved it. Like my grandma still raves on about this like drawing I did like years ago. My mum loves my drawings. Like everyone's just loves my drawings and my art. So for someone to literally not even say one good thing about it, I understand. I like criticism because that's the only way you can grow, but for someone to not say one good thing when it is a pretty decent drawing, that kind of, you know, cut my heart a little bit. To an extent it is good because obviously you're going to be learning at an astronomical level, but it's difficult, man. Like getting brought down and like criticized so much, like you can only do that so much before you need a little bit of praising. This is my note to you, literally my note to you right now. You are amazing. Okay, another thing that I didn't realize before going to my apprenticeship is that I was not going to stick to my desired style. For example, right, if everyone in the tattoo shop had one specific style and no one's style was realism, if a customer walks in and wants a realistic rose, who's gonna do it? You need to be able to adapt to any styles, regardless if it's your preferred one or your signature one or not. You need to be able to draw anything and everything. So just think, if someone was to come into the tattoo shop, you have to be able to design and draw and tattoo anything that a customer requests. For some reason this wasn't an aspect that I really thought too much of. I thought yes, I'd like branch out a little bit, but not to the extent that I had to. I really had to dip my toes into every single style and basically perfect and master all of them, and I just didn't really think that that was going to be the case. I thought I could stick to my preferred style, yes, know about and practice other ones, but really stick to one signature style. So when I am tattooing, that can be what I'm known for. However, that's just not the case. This is like a little bonus tip kind of thing, I would say. So before getting an apprenticeship, I would research some different styles. So there's like traditional, neo-trad, realism, all these things, line work, all these little things. Research all the different styles of tattooing or like designs or anything that there is, and start to draw them. The more variety in your portfolio, the better. It shows that you're an all-rounded artist, and that's going to be really appealing to owners of tattoo shops, trust me. So something you can do while you are in the workings and in the making of getting your portfolio up is to definitely research these styles. They're going to get you to research it if you have an apprenticeship anyway, so you might as well get ahead of the game and start to like dip your toes into all of that beforehand, because that's just going to cut off some of your time on your apprenticeship because you've already done that kind of like homework at home before getting the apprenticeship. Okay, my last point, and this is probably one of the most important. I should have probably done it first, but the one thing I really wish I knew before getting to the tattoo industry and kind of wish I prepared myself for is you will be treated like shit. It is still very traditional. It's not to the extent of like there's no female artists or anything like that. So it has evolved slightly, but not very much. You will literally, well, depending where you are, in my experience, get treated like shit. So it's not like a normal 9 to 5 or in a retail or hospitality or office or anything like that. So for example, if you are getting treated like shit by someone, they're not going to do much. Like if you were in a retail job and you went to someone higher up, they would do something and it would be resolved. You know what I mean? Like you can go to someone and things can happen and actions can happen to prevent certain actions against you happening, if that makes sense. In the tattoo industry, I tried going to the owner about being sexually harassed, and he basically said it's tradition, you need to respect your elders. So just definitely brace for that. If it's something that you really want to do being a tattoo artist, I would say it's worth just getting through that bullshit of being an apprentice. Once you're a tattoo artist, you won't hear fucking shit from anyone. So if it's genuinely like your heart's desire to be a tattoo apprentice and tattoo artist, just get through like the 1-2 years and then you can fucking thrive from there. It is really hard. I'm such a strong person. I've got fire in my zodiac chart, so it is very hard to shut me the fuck up, especially if I'm getting treated like shit. I'll fucking put you in your place. But if you're someone not as strong or not as fiery as me, and you can just, I know it's shit, I literally hate saying like deal, like if you can deal with it, do it, like, because no one should fucking deal with that. That's why it's so bullshit, and that's why I left the industry. But anyway, if you can deal with it, get through it, and then you will just rise above everyone in the end anyway, because then you'll be a tattoo artist living your dream and you won't be hearing shit from anyone. And then if the next apprentice walks into the shop, at least you can be the one that's nice to them. Do you know what I mean? For example, those other artists leave that are treating the apprentices like shit. That apprentice becomes a tattoo artist, got treated very well in their apprenticeship, and now treats the next tattoo apprentice really well. So it's like a snowball effect if you do stay at a specific shop anyway. So just keep that in mind. Just think about the positives. Just think the next apprentice, treat them well. They're going to be an artist and treat the next apprentice well, and then you are going to be surrounded by tattoo artists that literally treat their apprentices amazing. I never thought about that, but girl. Another little point which I forgot in kind of it's gonna take over your whole entire life is, yes, they expect you more or less to work full-time. If you're not working full-time, then your apprenticeship is going to elongate itself up to years and years and years. So I would definitely suggest, if you can, work full-time, otherwise you're just going to be an apprentice for literally years. Like, I don't know how long you'll be an apprentice for before you become an actual tattoo artist. But yeah, so obviously it is unpaid, and my hours I was doing was from 9 until at least 6. So the shop closed at 5:30 and then we packed up at 6 or something like that. But if there was a late night customer and someone was still tattooing, you stay till that artist leaves. That was so fucked up. It was Saturday at like 8 p.m. and I was going out that night and I still couldn't leave. I asked if I could leave and they said no. Like, how are you not gonna pay me and then tell me I finish at 6 but then wait for the last artist to leave, but I've got plans after work, and you're gonna tell me no? Absolutely not. I'll walk out the door, take my freaking portfolio, go to another shop and fuck off and quit. Absolutely not. So just keep that in mind. It is very difficult when you're trying to like make plans after work as well, because you never know what time you're going to finish. At least in my personal experience, that's what I dealt with. I don't know at other shops if you do have those set times, or if it's the same, you have to wait for the artist to finish. But anyway, that's just a little thing to keep in mind, because that was absolutely fucked. I was definitely not anticipating that when I did get a tattoo apprenticeship. But yeah, that's basically everything that I didn't know before coming an apprentice, and things that I would have definitely appreciated knowing before doing so. If you did like this video, I would love for you to give it a big thumbs up below and subscribe if you haven't yet. I am posting 3 times a week, sissy, so you're not going to want to miss any of those uploads. While you're at it, turn those push notifications on so you don't miss any uploads, and you do get notified when my face is on YouTube again in a new YouTube video. If you wanted more tattoo artist related videos, I can 100% do them. Just leave them in the comments below what you would like to see, and I can talk about it. I was in the industry for a hot minute, so I definitely have some experience in that, and I would love to share it with you guys. Just let me know what you'd like to see. Anyway, I really hope you did enjoy, and until next time, bye guys. Mwah.